Hey everyone, it's your cuddly Kitwana. If you had to name a favorite dinosaur other than the T-Rex, what species would that be? For me, that would definitely be the Spinosaurus. And of course, my fascination for Spinosaurus began 20 years ago, exactly 20 years ago, when the world saw it in Jurassic Park 3, in the most epic dinosaur fight so far of the entire Jurassic franchise, where Spinosaurus brought down an entire Tyrannosaurus Rex. And so it's no wonder that Spinosaurus has been made into a toy quite a few times now. Of course, it all started with the famous Animatronic Spinosaurus official merchandise for Jurassic Park 3 back in 2001 from Hasbro. And then, of course, Mattel started a few attempts as well. Started with the Legacy Collection Spinosaurus, and then there was a Walmart exclusive version with a different coloring, until we ended up with this one, the Extreme Chompin Spinosaurus, which released in early 2021. This box, Camp Cretaceous branded, fantastic looking dinosaur. It really does the Spinosaurus justice as a huge and fearsome beast. Take a look at this. We've got the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous logo here, and here it has a picture of the action feature, which we will take a look at later. You also see the Camp Cretaceous gang along with Carnotaurus, Toro the Carnotaurus, and on this side it has Bumpy the Ankylosaurus. Back, that's another photograph of the Spinosaurus figure, which we will look at today. And on the bottom we will start the unboxing. You can also see the UPC code and the item number. And of course, this box is so fantastic and it's huge. It's actually, the box is actually larger than the one of the Animatronic Spinosaurus back in 2001, even though the figures are the same size. So I'll definitely keep this box because it looks so fantastic in the box, but of course I have a second one, so we can unbox this fantastic toy and actually play with it. So let's do this right now. As said, start unboxing with tearing open the flap on the bottom of the box. And then you simply open these plastic fasteners which hold its feet tight to the box. And here is our big bad boy, Mattel's newest Spinosaurus in all of its glory. Take a look at this figure. We start with the head. We can see the scientifically correct overbite with his teeth. In terms of coloring, we can see a red on top of his muzzle with fantastic markings around his eyes. His eyes are orange with a small black slit as the pupil. Looks really good. I'm usually not a fan of fancy colors on dinosaur toys, but I have to say the red is done very well, very decent, not too flashy. So it looks absolutely fantastic. Let's pan back across its neck. You can see there's a brown color running along his top, while his body is more of a tan. And you can see the red again on the top of his sail. And we zoom across its back along the tail. The end of the tail is in a lighter color again. And what I really love on his body is that you can see the muscles, you can see the ribs. Very nice structure. Lots of detailing on this guy. Also done by Mattel. What I didn't quite like is that they did not paint the arm claws. These are the same color like the arms itself. I would have loved to see a black as it is on his legs. His legs are surprisingly similar to the legs of a T-Rex, with a thumb claw a bit further up, and then 3 bird-like major claws on his feet. And he does stand rather well. That's also because the legs and feet are actually poseable. There's a joint in his ankles, although I'm not sure if a real Spinosaurus was able to actually move its feet like that, but it sure does give the toy a better stability. Also, you can move the entire leg in and out a bit, giving it even better stability. That's really nice. And of course, the legs go they basically go all the way around. And this is likely the position that Spinosaurus had while swimming in the water like this. And what's not reflected here in this toy is that Spinosaurus probably had more like a crocodile-like tail that it used for propulsion in the water. But what you can do is actually move the tail. It goes 360 degrees all the way around. You can move it up and down to the left and right. It's a fantastic toy with a lot of playability, and of course the main action feature that actually gives the toy its name is the chomping feature, and that's accessed by a discreetly integrated button on the top of his neck. Very well done, Mattel. You basically do not see the button, it's pretty much invisible. Simply press on it and the mouth opens and the tongue goes up. Sadly no structure on the tongue, but a really nice structure inside his mouth. You can see the gums and everything, really nicely molded. Lots of detail. The tongue is it's flexible. It's pretty much like rubber. This is fantastic. counted a total of 11 points of articulation on this guy. You can also move the head up and down and to the left and right. Really cool. You can make him, can have him in a hunting position with his snout actually touching the ground like this. And you can also have him roaring like that. That's really cool. These two neck joints add a lot of playability. And of course the arms move. The arms move slightly in and outwards as well, not very much. But the main thing is they move all the way around. You've already seen the legs, they are pretty movable. They click into place in their default position. So you can always make your Spinosaurus stand very quickly and easily. And then of course the tail is movable as well. In terms of size, the Spinosaurus measures 21 inches from his snout to the end of the tail. That's around 55 centimeters and it stands around 10 inches tall. That's around 25 centimeters. And we're going to compare that with a classic, the most classic Spinosaurus toy ever, the Animatronic Spinosaurus from Hasbro, which I will show you in a later episode in July, when I'll be doing a Jurassic July month here on Kitwana's Toys to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Jurassic Park 3. And for now we compare these two figures, and you can see they're pretty much the same length. The animatronic Spinosaurus is of course a little bit heavier, a bit more bulky because of his animatronics in there. But let's see, Mattel's version definitely does not have to hide, and that speaks a lot of the quality and the effort that Mattel put into their figures. I mean, look at that, these are perfectly made for fighting each other. They perfectly match up in scale. That's great. And what I love, the Mattel one doesn't have a dino damage wand. I've never been a fan of this dino damage bloody wounds. And yes, Spinosaurus definitely was a badass dinosaur. Actually lived 99 to 93 million years ago in an area that is now northern Africa, along the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea, stretching from Morocco to Egypt, where the first fossil was found in 1912. You can actually see that the coloring of the Extreme Chompin Spinosaurus reminds me a bit of that desert landscape that is there nowadays. So that's a really nice nod from Mattel. And with Mattel's fantastic toys, we can actually recreate the fight that we all have seen in Jurassic Park 3, the most epic dinosaur fight in the Jurassic Park franchise so far, in my opinion. And I have the epic Roarin T-Rex here, which I featured in episode number 66, if you are interested in it. And this is fantastic. It's like, it feels like in the 90s, where I spent a lot of time playing with dinosaurs, with the classic Jurassic Park toys. I let the T-Rex win this one. And of course, in Jurassic Park 3, the Spinosaurus was the winner. And even though this fight would have never happened in real life, since T-Rex lived 30 million years later in a completely different area than Spinosaurus, I still think it's realistic in the way that the Spinosaurus would have likely overpowered a T-Rex if they met each other for a fight. A real-life Spinosaurus measured around 50 feet, that's around 15 meters in length, and weighed around 7 tons, so it would have been perfectly capable to get into a fight with T-Rex and actually have very good chances to actually win this fight. And you can see the toy version definitely can bite the neck of the epic roaring T-Rex very easily. Now you can actually bring down a T-Rex. Exactly how it happened in Jurassic Park 3. What I really do hope is that the release of this 2021 Extreme Chompin Spinosaurus does not become such a disaster like the one here, the Legacy Collection Spinosaurus, which was a disaster in the US when it came to release, as it was online for a very short time in the middle of the night, and then it was sold out. It's sold out since, while it was widely available in Europe and other parts of the world. And so far, at the time I took this review in early April 2021, this Extreme Chompin Spinosaurus is available in Europe, all over Europe at Smith's Toys, and in Canada at Toys R Us. I got it here in Switzerland for a price of 34 francs, that's about the same in US dollars. The actual retail price in the US will be $29.99 according to Mattel, and I really hope it will release soon in the US as well. You really deserve this fantastic Spinosaurus figure. So far it looks like another disaster is going to happen, but I really hope not. As said, so far it's only available in Europe and in Canada. I wish you good luck hunting this guy down, especially if you are in the US. In Europe and in Canada you can already head out to the stores or get it online right now. Definitely do not miss it, and get 2 of them, because the box, as you can see, is fantastic. Would make a fantastic display piece on your collector's shelf. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and we'll see you as always next Saturday again. Goodbye.